Urgent Steelers fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest your team news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Pittsburgh Steelers failed to reach agreement with Aaron Rodgers after meeting. Aaron Rodgers left his meeting with the Pittsburgh Steelers with no contract, according to Diana Rossini of The Athletic. He came to the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex for a meeting with head coach Mike Tomlin and general manager Omar Khan. Rodgers is still in no rush to decide, but his communication with the Steelers, along with a visit to Pittsburgh, suggests the saga could be heading to its conclusion. Either way, Rodgers has yet to ink a contract with the Steelers, so this will draw along. Rodgers, 41, is deciding between retirement, the Steelers, and the New York Giants. A report from Rossini says the Giants' offer is more lucrative than the one Pittsburgh has offered, but it seems the Steelers remain in the front seat for Rodgers. The Minnesota Vikings pulled out of the running on Thursday. That change will not, however, force Rodgers into a decision. The Steelers and Giants are waiting for him, and as a result, so is Russell Wilson and the other veteran quarterbacks on the market. Once Rodgers decides on where he wants to go, the rest of the dominoes should fall into place. However, Rodgers holds the cards and will continue to decide what he would like to do for the next step in his career. Pittsburgh has Mason, Rudolph, and Skylar Thompson at quarterback while Rodgers waits on his decision. In addition to that, the Steelers have remained interested in quarterbacks in the NFL draft, though it seems they will not take one in the first round. Those first-round picks could be someone like Ole Miss Jackson Dart or Colorado's Shedeur Sanders. Meanwhile, Rodgers' offer out there from the Steelers is a one-year deal. That one-year deal is consistent with the Steelers' approach to contracts this offseason, as they seem to be loading up on cap space for next offseason when they can have even more flexibility to make some big moves on the team. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest The Black and Gold news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Ex-NFL cornerback urges Pittsburgh Steelers to pull off shocking trade for Pro Bowl quarterback. The Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback woes have left some analysts proposing bold plans to fix the position. Former NFL cornerback Jason McCourty is the latest to throw his hat into the ring with a crazy idea. McCourty urged the Steelers to make a call to the San Francisco 49ers and trade for quarterback Brock Purdy. Now, if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you've already traded for DK Metcalf and gave him a big contract, McCourty said on ESPN. You need to have somebody to throw the ball to them. If you're the Steelers, why not think about calling up the 49ers and John Lynch and saying, I don't know where you guys are at right now. Give us a shot at Brock Purdy. We'll let him be able to distribute to all the weapons we have here in Pittsburgh. McCourty's idea is great in theory, but Purdy is not available to any public knowledge. The 49ers do need to give him a contract, and it might be the deal that first reaches $60 million per year among quarterbacks, but even then, the 49ers have the flexibility to franchise tag him and control his rights. The Steelers should not expect this to become an option at any time this offseason. Purdy is the 49ers quarterback this year no matter what, especially since he is on the last year of his rookie contract. Latest update on Aaron Rodgers spells trouble for Steelers. The Aaron Rodgers saga has continued, and it appears there is not going to be an ending anytime soon. There was hope on Friday when it was revealed that the star quarterback arrived at the Pittsburgh Steelers facility, presumably to work out a deal with the team. Despite the excitement of his arrival, Rodgers has now exited the Steelers facility, with no deal in sight. According to NFL insider Diana Rossini, Aaron Rodgers has left the Steelers facility. The two sides have yet to come to an agreement at this time. Fellow insider Albert Breer also reported on Rodgers' exit, stating the Steelers' meeting with Aaron Rodgers ended about a half hour ago. He spent time with GM Omar Khan, coach Mike Tomlin, and OC Arthur Smith. No deal, but there was no expectation. That would happen today. The sides will keep talking. Though it was believed that Rodgers was going to continue speaking with the Steelers, his taking more time is not good news for the team. There is less than a month left until the NFL draft, and Pittsburgh will need to have a plan in place. It has been reported that the Steelers plan to draft a quarterback, regardless if they sign Rodgers. However, his contract will severely alter draft plans for Pittsburgh. If they cannot land Rodgers, they may have to trade up to secure one of the highly rated quarterback prospects in the draft. If they do have Rodgers, they might be able to be a bit more patient and take a more developmental prospect in the second round. Rodgers is taking his sweet time, and that could turn off multiple teams. The Minnesota Vikings chose to move on from the quarterback and are trusting J.J. McCarthy to lead the team in 2025. The New York Giants might also give up the idea of signing Rodgers soon, considering there is no forward movement on his end. For now, Rodgers is going to stick to taking his time in choosing his next team, but he may be out of options if a decision is not made by the draft. There are plenty of quarterback-needy teams, but they need to formulate their draft plans if the former Jets signal caller is no longer available. Steelers predicted to add new power back to pair with Jaylen Warren. The Pittsburgh Steelers' current running back room is deep, but a little weak at the top. That's not meant to slight Jaylen Warren or newcomer Kenneth Gainwell, but all signs point to the Steelers adding another starting caliber RB in the 2025 NFL Draft after losing former first-string ball carrier Najee Harris in free agency. On March 15th, Pro Football Network analyst Jacob Infante predicted that said rookie will be Arizona State running back Cam Skattebo within a 7-round mock draft with PFN. After the departure of Najee Harris in free agency, the Steelers could use a new power back to pair with Jaylen Warren, the Pro Football Network writer reasoned. Cam Skattebo is a strong, determined runner with good ball carrier vision who fights for every yard. Ironically, Infante made the Skattebo selection at number 83 overall, one pick after potential quarterback target Jalen Milroe came off the board. Potential Steelers RB target Cam Skattebo, referred to as Carnage Creator, who has elite contact balance. Skattebo is unlike any other running back in the draft, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a large number of comparisons around the league. Every few years, a back emerges from the depths of college football to force NFL evaluators to throw their traditional metrics out the window, NFL Draft Buzz wrote, describing the Arizona State product. Skattebo fits that mold perfectly, the former Sacramento State standout who transformed himself from FCS transfer to Heisman finalist through sheer force of will. His tape shows a runner who seems to feed off being overlooked, consistently outperforming his athletic testing numbers through exceptional instincts and raw determination. NFL Network draft expert Lance Zierlein had a unique label for Skattebo 2 Carnage Creator. Carnage Creator with a compact frame and elite contact balance, Zierlein scouted. Skattebo can break through second-level tacklers and careen off of bodies for extended yards after contact. He reads his blocks quickly and is more elusive in the early stages of the run than he's probably given credit for. On the flip side, Skattebo's weaknesses are no secret, although it's possible they're overblown, considering the prospect's sheer strength of will. He lacks top-end speed and will have to contend with bigger, better tacklers on the next level, Zierlein noted candidly. The veteran analyst also credited Skattebo for his effectiveness as a receiver out of the backfield and his physicality and edge that should bode well for him as a complementary back with 3-down value who is capable of helping an offense wear down the defense. Steelers beat reporter says, don't rule out first-round RB selection. On March 20th, The Athletic's Mike DeFabo highlighted the running back room as an area that Pittsburgh could still add to in the draft. The Steelers' running back room transformed during free agency, the beat writer began. Najee Harris bolted for the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, Jaylen Warren received a second-round tender that will keep him in Pittsburgh next year for $3 million, and Kenneth Gainwell signed a 1-year contract. For the time being, Cordarrelle Patterson is also on the payroll. Though the Steelers now have 3 running backs in Warren, Gainwell, and potentially Patterson, they're still very much in the market for a ball carrier, DeFabo went on. Expect the Steelers to host several running backs, including some who could go as high as the first round or early in the second during the pre-draft process. Concluding, in a deep and talented class, our draft analyst Dane Brugler has 8 backs inside his top 100. Boise State's Ashton Jeanty, number 5, Iowa's Caleb Johnson, number 35, North Carolina's Omarion Hampton, number 36, Ohio State's Trevayon Henderson, 49, Oregon's Jordan James, number 62, Ohio State's Quinshon Judkins, number 70, Tennessee's Dylan Sampson, number 80, and UCF's R.J. Harvey, number 95. Skattebo, ironically, was not ranked within Brugler's top 100, going round 3 in Infante's mock. And now, Steelers fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for the black and gold. I'll be back any moment with more Steeler Nation news. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.